Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to do a composition on an elephant. Children, look at this picture and see what you can see. It's a giraffe. Now let us look at this giraffe very closely. We are going to describe the giraffe and talk about it. What is the most important thing when you look at a giraffe? What would you say? Yes, compared to all the other animals, giraffe is very tall. So you write a giraffe is a very tall animal. And do you know, children, that the giraffe is the tallest land animal? There is no other animal as tall as the giraffe on land. Now look at the body of the giraffe. What do you see which is different from the other animals? Yes, it has a long neck. Look at its neck, very long. And on his body, he has something. It has spots on its body. See, we are now slowly describing the giraffe. A giraffe eats leaves. A giraffe is an animal that does not eat meat. It eats leaves. And because of his long neck, he can eat the leaves high up from the trees. A giraffe is a wild animal. Do you know, children, that wild animals live in the jungle? So a giraffe is a wild animal. Now we have written some sentences describing and talking about the giraffe. Look at this picture, children. What animal is it? It is a tiger, a majestic animal. Majestic means how nice he looks. So the tiger is a wonderful animal, children. Very, very different from others. His colors. Now let's talk more about the tiger. What is the most important thing for us Indians when we talk about the tiger? The tiger is our national animal. Whenever you write an essay or a composition, you must always pick up the most important point of the picture or of the topic, and that should be your first sentence. The tiger is our national animal. Now let's look at its body. What does the tiger have on his body? It has stripes on its body. Now children, I have told you earlier that instead of writing the tiger every time, you can use the pronoun it. So you can write it has stripes on its body. Now you can also write that the color of the stripes, it has orange and black stripes on its body. Even there is a little white here in the front. So you can describe the tiger even using its color. It lives in the jungle. Which animals live in the jungle, children? Wild animals. So a tiger is a wild animal and it lives in the jungle. Even though you see tigers in zoos, that is not his home. His home is the jungle. They love to be free. So a tiger lives in the jungle. A tiger eats meat. You know, children, an animal or a person that eats meat is called a carnivorous. It's a new word for you. I'm not giving it to you because it's a little difficult spelling. But for you to just know about it, you can say a tiger eats meat or a tiger is a carnivorous. A tiger belongs to the cat family. Why am I saying to a cat family? Because it resembles his face resembles that of a cat. So they all belong to a cat family. If you look at a cat and you look at a tiger's face, it looks very similar. So that is why we say a tiger belongs to the cat family. There are other things that you can write about the tiger. The tiger is very strong, or tiger runs fast. A tiger has a long tail. There are so many you can write. This is just describing the tiger. Now children, look at this picture. We are going to talk about trees. See, there are so many different kinds of trees. First, you can write the most important point when you talk about trees is there are different kinds of trees. That is the important point. Then you can talk about what the trees give us, how they are useful to us. So now let's go ahead and write some sentences on trees. Now, if you look at this picture, what is the first thing you will write? There are many different kinds of trees. All the trees are different. Even if you look at a rose plant, two rose plants cannot be the same. They are different in every way. Though they may be a rose plant, but they are yet different. Just like people. Two people can never be the same. They may look the same, sometimes they have same ways, but yet they are different in many ways. So the first sentence we wrote about trees are, there are many different kinds of trees. What does the next picture show you? Yes, a tree gives us oxygen and we give the tree carbon dioxide. So it is like a cycle. They give us and we give them. So we cannot live without trees. So another point to write about trees. Trees are very useful to us. They give us oxygen which helps us to breathe. Now in this picture, what does it tell you? Yes, trees are very useful to us. They give us fruits, vegetables, pulses, flowers, cotton, gum, and there are so much more that trees give us. They even give us wood. They give us rubber. There are some rubber plantations. So you see, trees are very useful to us. They give us lots and lots of things to make us healthy and be strong. So that is why, children, we must plant more trees and not cut them. So you see, I've written a few points about the trees. So now, children, we are going to write about an elephant. Our essay is the elephant. I gave you three examples of how to write an essay. The most important point about the elephant, what would you say, children? Compared to all the other animals? Let's go ahead and write it. An elephant. Now, looking at this picture, what will you say? An elephant is a very big animal. You know, children, that the elephant is the biggest land animal. Just like the giraffe is the tallest land animal, the elephant is the biggest land animal. Now let's talk about the elephant. What can you see about the elephant here? What color is he? It is gray in color. See, I've used the pronoun it here. Instead of writing an elephant every time, I use the pronoun it. It is gray in color. What is this that the elephant has? Yes, it's long. An elephant has a long trunk. You know, children, that the elephant uses his trunk to pick up his food and to eat it. He uses his trunk to even break down trees, to carry logs of wood. So this trunk is very useful to the elephant. The, can you see this little part at the top tip of the elephant's trunk? Yes, the elephant sucks in the water when he wants to drink and then he sprays it into his mouth. So the trunk is the very useful part of the elephant, for the elephant. What are these white things coming out from the elephant's mouth? You know what they are called? At the side of the trunk, an elephant has two white tusks. These are called the tusks of the elephant. These tusks are very expensive, children, if they are sold in the market. Many people are cutting and pulling out these tusks of the elephant and selling it in the market, which is a wrong thing to do because you are hurting the elephant. This is just little information for you. These white things that come out from the side of the trunk, they are called tusks. Now look at the eyes of the elephant. Compared to the elephant, the eyes are very small and they have ears very different from other animals. Doesn't it resemble a fan? So you can write, it has small eyes and big ears like a fan. Now the elephant, here they are showing you the full size of the elephant. What will you write? It has a short tail. See, compared to the body, his trunk is long, his legs are fat, but his tail is very short. It doesn't touch the ground. Like other animals, like we said, the tiger has a long tail, but the elephant has a very short tail. What does the elephant like to eat? An elephant eats leaves, fruits, and vegetables. An elephant does not eat meat. So you know what word you would use for an animal that eats only leaves and vegetables or fruits? Herbivorous. Herbivorous animals means they eat only leaves like the giraffe. But a tiger is a carnivorous. This is a herbivorous animal. This is little information for you children. Where does the elephant live? Yes, it is a wild animal and it lives in the jungle. So you can write also it is a wild animal and it lives in the jungle. What is the sound an elephant makes? He puts up his trunk and makes a loud sound. It is called trumpets. An elephant trumpets. So the sound that the elephant makes is it trumpets. So you see children, we have written so many sentences about an elephant. Even if teacher has not put pictures for you next time, please close your eyes, imagine, use your imagination and write your essay. It's important to use your imagination and write your essays. It helps to write a good essay. Now children, all that we have said about an elephant and written the sentences, I have put it in a paragraph like this. So whenever you write an essay, don't write it point 1, 2, 3. Write it like a paragraph like this. So let's begin. An elephant is a big animal. What is the important part of the elephant? Important point on the elephant? It is a big animal. It is gray in color. Here, which is the important word? Gray. An elephant has a long trunk. Which is the important word here? Trunk. At the side of his trunk, the elephant has two white tusks. Which is the important word here? Tusk. And children, when I read the word the elephant, it is not the elephant, it is the elephant because E is a vowel and I told you earlier when the comes before a vowel you pronounce it as the. The elephant has two white tusks. It has small eyes. Which is the important word here? Eyes. It has small eyes and big ears like a fan. Here the word ears is important. It has a short tail. Which word? Tail. Tail is important. An elephant eats leaves, fruits and vegetables. So all these three words are important. Leaves, fruits and vegetables. It is a wild animal. Which word is important in this sentence? Wild. It is a wild animal. It lives in the jungle. Which word is important? Jungle. An elephant trumpets. You put trumpets as the important word. So I have highlighted all the important words. So when I have to ask you children about the elephant, I will ask you an elephant is a dash animal. You have to say big animal. It is dash in color. You have to say gray and so forth. So all the words that are highlighted are the important words in the essay of an elephant. Thank you, children. I hope you have understood how to write an essay.